whiskey.
So a ton of attention has been given to millennials lately, and for some reasons, rightfully so. They are entering the workforce, starting families, and just now starting to buy homes. Or are they? Well, as much as we'd all love them to, stats show that they simply have not jumped on the homeownership bandwagon, and we all know these young folks are a much needed cog in the real estate machine. Hey kids, didn't you get the memo? We go to school, we get married, and we pump out a few kids, and then we buy a house. You're messing up the rotation, man. Well, apparently millennials did not get the memo, and their rotation seems to be school-ish. Stay home with mom and dad because we can't afford to move out, but we have a nicer car than mom and dad. Think about getting a career, but then don't because it's so cliche. Tweet about it, Instagram it, and then finally go to a work that puts our needs first. Work hours? We don't need work hours. Desk and chairs? Poppycock, we don't need these either. And where's the break room with the pool and foosball table, man? And then maybe after a few years think about buying a condo so I don't have to mow my lawn. Okay, I kid millennials, but I do have to bust your chops a bit. I'm an equal opportunity buster of chops, and some of that's true, let's be honest. So, if these folks aren't buying houses, who is? I'm glad you asked. Let's take a look. NAR did some research and found that the average age of homeowners was much younger from 2005 to 2014. Take a look. A ton of light yellow color on this map, which represents 35 to 40-year-old homeowners. Fast forward to today, and that same map looks very, very different. Lots of red on the map now, which represents 45 to 50-year-olds and some 50-plus-year-olds. Now that's an interesting map, and that should be a very telling demographic for lenders and realtors. You really should take note. Now sure, the average age was lower back in 2005 because, well, if you had a pulse, you had a loan back then. But that was really just a small piece of the equation, and it only represented 2005 and 6. Now in my humble opinion, it's not just the tightening of lending guidelines that's leading to the graying of American homebuyers. It's much, much bigger than that. It seems to be a societal shift, and the rotation we spoke of earlier doesn't seem to be the norm anymore. It's not simply school, kids, and then house. It's much, much different, and the industry needs to find its footing with these new sets of rules. And more importantly, we need to adapt. Builders are building more multi-family homes than ever, and they're now getting into multi-generational homes. So, some lenders, some realtors, are still operating with the old set of rules, and some have adapted and they're thriving in the new sandbox. Which one are you? Maybe the more important question is, which set of rules is your company working under? Is it the new school or the old school? Do they get it? Anyways, I'll leave you with that. What are your thoughts on the matter? Please share all that stuff down below and let us know what you think, and we will see you next week.
Oh, that's smooth. It's Tennessee whiskey.